Now we are going to start with reading of pie charts. Till now we have already studied how to make pie charts from the given data. Now we are going to do the opposite. अब हमें क्या करना है? अब हमें पाई चार्ट क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी गिवन होगा और हमें उस पाई चार्ट में से डेटा को एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है. अभी तक हमने डेटा से पाई चार्ट बनाया, अब हमें पाई चार्ट से डेटा को प्रिपेयर करना होगा, डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस को आंसर करना होगा कि कैसे हम डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस में पाई चार्ट के थ्रू हमारे आंसर्स को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. So this is what is about reading of pie chart. So now let's see and understand through illustrations that how can we solve or read pie charts. So the very first is illustration number 9. The pie chart given in the figure represents the expenditure on different items in constructing a flat in a metro city. Find the percentage expenditure on different items by reading the pie chart. If the cost of the flat is this, find the following: the expenditure incurred on steel and cement separately, difference of expenditure incurred on timber and bricks. Now just have a look at this pie chart. So in this pie chart we have to find out the expenditure, first of all the total amount spent on sports. So just focus on the figure. These are the sports like cricket, then we have tennis, basketball, football, hockey. These are the different sports and the central angle is given. Now in this the central angle is given. You have to find out that what is the total amount or what is the total number of players playing in each category. We have to first convert these all angles into what? We have to convert all angles into the amount which is not given to us. Now in the amount is not given to us in the question, just the football amount is given to us, which is 9,000. So when football amount is given and football central angle is also given, and this is the formula to find out the expenditure incurred. So to use this formula, what are we going to do? We are given about football का हमें दिया हुआ है, क्या दिया है कि फुटबॉल में कितना एक्सपेंडिचर यूज हुआ है. फुटबॉल में हमें कितना एक्सपेंडिचर गिवन है? 9,000. So we will be using football as 9,000 and putting this formula. Now is equals to central angle of the sector. So what is the central angle of the sector? Football 45 degree. 45 degree into total cost. Total cost is unknown and we have to find this in our very first question. Total cost is what? Unknown. Total cost is unknown to us and we have to find it in the question. Total cost upon 360 degree. Now this equation we have to solve and find out that what is the total cost of all the sectors present. So what we will be going to do, जैसे हम normally equation को solve करते हैं, into 360 upon 45 is equals to total cost. Now what we can do is 45 twos is 90, 0. 45 twos is 90, 0. We have to multiply 200 into 360 to find out the total cost. 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6, 7. 7 2 0 0 0. 0 0 0. So this means 72,000. This means 72,000 is the total cost. 72,000 is the total cost of the given football sector. This means now we have got the total cost of all the स्पोर्ट्स गिवन. अब सारे स्पोर्ट्स का टोटल कॉस्ट मेरे पास आ गया, मैं किसी भी स्पोर्ट का कॉस्ट निकाल सकती हूँ. तो पहला क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो गया. फर्स्ट का आंसर क्या होगा? ₹72,000. नाउ सेकेंड पार्ट. What is the second part? How much more amount is spent on hockey than on football? So to compare that, we have to first find out the amount we have spent in hockey. हॉकी में कितना अमाउंट स्पेंड हुआ, सबसे पहले हमें ये निकालना पड़ेगा. तो क्या करेंगे? फॉर हॉकी, So for finding out for hockey, we have to apply this formula again. Central angle of the sector hockey is what? 100 into total cost is what? 72,000. अभी हमने पिछले क्वेश्चन में कैलकुलेट किया है अपॉन 360 is equals to this. Cancelling this, then 72 5s is 720, 50. So this is 720. We can calculate it also. 36 into 5 is 5 6 are 30, 5 3s are 18, 5 3s are 15, 18, 180. It is 180, not 720. We can calculate it again. So the given central angle is what? For hockey is 100 into, for total cost is 72,000 upon 360. So cancelling this, we get this. Now we have to solve this. So 36 1s are 36 and 36 2s are 6 2s is 12, 72. So this means 200. Now 20000. This means 20,000 is the cost for hockey. 20,000 is the cost for hockey. And for football it was already given. For football it was already given, which was 9,000. So now they are asking us that how much more hockey is taking than football. So more hockey is taking is equals to 20,000 minus how much given of football? 9,000. फुटबॉल को ऑलरेडी गिवन है, हॉकी का हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया. डिफरेंस निकालेंगे, डिफरेंस क्या आएगा? डिफरेंस विल बी इक्वल टू 11,000. So rupees 11,000 is how much more they have asked. उन्होंने पूछा कि कितना ज़्यादा है, तो 11,000 ज़्यादा है हॉकी का किससे? फुटबॉल से. So this is we have to calculate. Now this becomes what? 11,000. This becomes 11,000 for the second part. Third part, what is the amount spent on cricket? Now we have to find out that what is the amount spent on cricket. So for cricket we have 160 degree. So 160 degree into the total cost is 72,000 upon 360. Cancelling this, 200. Then 16 2s are 32. 32,000 rupees. So it is rupees 32,000. This is what? Rupees 32,000. So this means the answer for cricket becomes, third part becomes rupees 32,000. So this is how we have to calculate, or we have to read the pie chart when the degree is given. You just have to apply this formula, central angle of the sector into total cost upon 360 degree. You can find out the expenditure for each category given. हर कैटेगरी का, पाई चार्ट की हर कैटेगरी का आप सेंट्रल एंगल से अपने अमाउंट में चेंज कर सकते हो यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. Let's move on to next illustration. The following pie chart represents the total number of valid votes obtained by 4 students who contested for school leadership. The total number of valid votes polled was 720. Answer the following questions by reading the pie chart. Now we have to answer these questions by reading this pie chart. The very first question is, who has won the election? तो इलेक्शन किसने जीता? सो सबसे पहले हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा? हमें फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा कि इन सारी कैटेगरीज में से सबसे ज्यादा वोट्स किसको मिले हैं, किसको. इसमें 4 लोग दिए हैं, परमजीत, विश्वनाथ, शिवारमन एंड यासीन. We have to calculate votes particularly for each category, for each people, and then we have to find out कि किसके वोट सबसे ज़्यादा हैं, और फिर तभी हम डिसाइड कर पाएंगे कि किसके वोट्स हमें सबसे ज़्यादा मिले हैं और कौन जीता है. तो सबसे पहले हमें एक एक का वोट कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा बाय यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला, सेंट्रल एंगल ऑफ द सेक्टर इनटू टोटल कॉस्ट अपॉन 360. तो सबसे पहले हम यासिन का कैलकुलेट करते हैं. सो 60, इट इज 60 into 60 into total cost. So the total number of votes are what? Are they given? The total number of votes polled was 720. So now it becomes 720 upon 360 2. This becomes 6 2s are 12, 120. This means Yasin has got 120 votes. Yasin has got 120 votes. Next is Sivaraman. S equals to central angle 120. 120 into 720. 120 into 720 upon 360. This again gets cancelled. 12 2s are 24. 240. मतलब Sivaraman को कितने votes मिले? 240 votes मिले. Third is what? Vishwanath. For that we have 100 into 720 upon 360. 200 votes. विश्वनाथ को कितने votes मिले? 200 votes मिले. Fourth is what? Paramjeet Kaur. So for Paramjeet Kaur we have 80 degree. 80 into 720 upon 360 degree. Cancelling this. 8 2s are 16, 160 degree. So now for 4 of the people, not degree, 160 votes. So now for the 4 people, we have different votes, different number of votes, and now we have to find out who has won the election. तो जिसको सबसे ज़्यादा votes मिले होंगे वही election जीता होगा. तो कौन जीता election? Sivaraman with 240 votes. Sivaraman with 240 votes. So the first answer is Sivaraman with 240 votes. You have to write the number of votes. So you can write 240 votes. Second. Now the second question is, what is the minimum number of votes obtained by any candidate? So what are the minimum number of votes? 120. वो किसे मिले? यासिन को. तो minimum number of votes क्या है? Minimum number of votes है 120 votes. You just have to write the minimum number of votes. तो सिर्फ 120 लिखेंगे. अगर नाम भी पूछा होता तो बता देते कि यासिन है, यासिन को सबसे कम votes मिले हैं, इसलिए वो election में 120 votes मिले. By how many votes did the winner defeat the nearest contestant? तो सबसे पहले तो winner कौन है election का? Sivaraman with 240 votes. अब इसके सबसे नियरेस्ट मतलब जिसको इसके सबसे नियरेस्ट वोट्स मिले हो, तो इसको सबसे नियरेस्ट वोट्स किसने कंपटीशन दिया? विश्वनाथ ने. तो अब विश्वनाथ के कितने वोट्स कम हैं सिवारमन से, हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है. तो दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. व्हाट वी कैन डू, यू कैन सब्ट्रैक्ट 240 से 200, सो विल गेट द डिफरेंस. डिफरेंस कितने वोट्स का है? 40 वोट्स का डिफरेंस है. कितने वोट्स का डिफरेंस है? 40 वोट्स का. सो यू कैन राइट how many votes? So you can write 40 votes. By 40 votes. By 40 votes the winner, जो winner है वो कितने votes से जीता है? 40 votes. So this is how we have to read the pie chart. We have to learn to read the pie chart. और वैसे भी अगर हम pie chart देखें तो हम ये बता सकते हैं कि कौन इलेक्शन जीता. तो जिसका सबसे ज़्यादा डिग्री आ रहा है 120 डिग्री आ रहा है इस केस में सिवारमन का, तो साफ साफ दिख रहा है कि कौन जीता है? सिवारमन ही जीता है. और जिसका सबसे कम आ रहा है तो वो जो है इलेक्शन हार गया है. लेकिन इसमें हमें पर्टिकुलर टोटल नंबर ऑफ वोट्स निकालने क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं जैसे कि कितने ज़्यादा वोट उसे मिले या कितने वोट से वो जीता हारा. तो ये सब निकालने के लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको टोटल नंबर ऑफ वोट्स फॉर ईच कैटेगरी फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा. सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन यू यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. नेक्स्ट